Welcome back.
Happy February 14th.
2/14.
I thought maybe today we would talk a little bit about kind of our thoughts on 2/14, right? Because most people call it Valentine's Day. But I feel like we do it a little different.
Yeah.
So,
We don't give Hallmark any money.
no.
Never have. It definitely seems like a scam. Like, I'm sure there's a bunch of history on it, and don't yell at me. You don't know. You're right, I don't know. But it seems like this billions of dollars that certain companies make off of this made-up holiday just rubs me the wrong way. It's kind of like Disney. Disney rubs me the wrong way. They just do.
This is not an episode about Disney. We'll just agree to disagree on that.
Okay.
But I felt like it's important to talk about kind of all of the feelings that get brought up around this, the Valentine's Day, right? We always call it February 14th. We don't even use the name of Valentine's Day.
I think I started that.
Yeah.
Probably just to get out of Valentine's Day a long time ago, because I probably forgot.
It probably also doesn't hurt that your birthday is the next day. So
yeah.
There's a little bit of that too.
Okay.
But I think it's worth talking about that there's a lot of expectations for this kind of day. And when you're dealing with cancer and have had all these things, a lot of it's not good.
Yeah.
It can be really negative, I feel like. So
what pops into your head there? What do you mean?
One, I think, let's say if you do have a partner, the pressure for it to be a really like sexy type of night where like that's really hard for, I think, a lot of people to kind of go, okay, let's say lingerie. I mean, who feels good in lingerie when you don't feel great about your body, right?
Yep.
This whole just turn on this sexy type of, persona when you're in the midst of, just some really difficult things.
And getting back to it, these are the parts that other people don't think about or see. It's not in the forefront when many people with metastatic cancer are dealing with their bodies that's been torn up.
Yeah.
Just torn up.
Yeah.
And in a million little cuts. We're talking,
right.
and some major ones, but body's just been torn up. But the whole, well, I'm thankful to be here. And this just brings out I am here, and I'm not thankful about that.
Right.
Because I'm here, I now get the privilege of going, well, this sucks.
Yeah.
And that's the part that other people don't see.
Yeah. And there is that whole, from the outside, we look normal. Like reconstruction has happened and the hair has grown in and all of those kind of things. Or maybe you never even lost your hair at this point, with treatment being what it is. But the scars are there. And I think more than even from a physical standpoint, they're in me. Yeah. Like they're, a part of just who I am now. And so I just feel like we need to remove the pressure of this day. Like, I would like February 14th, to be a day of do something for yourself. Have, what I mean? Take care of yourself in some way. Ask your partner if you have a partner, or talk to them about it. And maybe there's a different way to kind of celebrate your relationship or,
yeah. I mean, and you keep on, if you have a partner, this day's almost harder for people who don't.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. I think it singles out this, we should all be in love, and it's just not true. And I don't think that people have to be in a relationship to have a really fulfilling, great life. And I think it just...
Well, and it's the people who do want a relationship that haven't found the person
right.
that that feel like they're losing out on that or failing or, many of those things. And this day just smacks them right in the face because everything's about, getting something.
Yeah, and I've noticed now that we even do it like in elementary schools. You can buy a sucker or you can buy something for somebody else. And I just think, I don't know, it's so overdone and we just need to kind of... I get the intent of it is still good. Buy it for your friends, that kind of stuff. But I feel like it leaves so many people feeling kind of bad about themselves,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't, first of all, it's not going away.
No.
What would make it better? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's just to acknowledge it in your own way and to recognize that, maybe it is, I'm going to make my own traditions around this day. Mm-hmm. And like for us, it's a homemade card, which means a piece of paper folded over. Mm-hmm. If it's folded in half, it's a card, right? Yep. That's what counts. Mm-hmm. And I think just deciding how you want to handle it, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, because even if you do that, like what we do, and we don't do even like if, when we're together, the times, it depends on when this February 14th falls, but it's not like we would go out for a dinner or really do anything special.
No.
For this. Many years I was always in the UP for this day.
Yeah.
And snowmobiling, and because it really just wasn't something we celebrated.
Yeah.
And I didn't ever, I guess I never asked you as far as those feelings that you talked about. Do you, even back 20 years ago or 15 years ago, were you like, this is a sexy holiday and I'm not?
Definitely it's occurred to me, for sure. I've just come to the point where it's like, lingerie is not going to happen in my life. I tried
a lot.
I know.
they're either in some drawer somewhere that I don't know about or thrown away. I don't know. Yeah.
But I feel like you can't wear it if you don't feel it. You know what I mean? It doesn't, I don't know. Some people put something on and they become something more, I guess. And if that works for you, great. But if it doesn't, if a t-shirt is just as sexy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know.
Keep going, yeah.
I just feel like it's more important to feel okay in your own skin, and I don't know if I'll ever feel 100% okay in my own skin.
But I think every year I think you feel more comfortable in your own skin. What I observe is that you feel a lot more comfortable than if we say 10 years ago and 15 years ago and even 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is just my observation, not how you feel. I'm not trying to put a feeling in your head.
Yeah, I think there's just I've come to accept that my body, my reconstruction's never going to be something that I'm happy to look at. It is what it is. It serves the purpose of clothes sort of fitting. Mm-hmm. And it's better than being flat-chested for me in terms of just the feeling of it, and with nothing there, then I don't know. Mm-hmm. It wasn't comfortable that way, really. I don't want to, I think for me I don't want to make a big deal out of it. Some people do full tattoos and things like that. That's never been really something that I've wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think I have come to a point with the rest of my body where I'm Thank you for getting me through. Thank you for working with me. I get it. I mean, I'm not always going to look down and say, gosh, I look great. But I do appreciate all that my body has done for me. And I think, I mean, I could look worse, right?
No, and that's where, I wonder, or I just go, I've told you, I like your body.
Yeah.
I appreciate your body. All of that. But that's the part I think what I observe is you feel more comfortable about your body. At least around me.
I think so.
Compared to, again, 10 years ago or 5 years ago even. It feels like to me you feel more comfortable. So what I'm saying is we could give this lingerie thing another shot because I haven't tried in the last 15 years probably. But...
Hard no.
What?
I think the other thing with that is that I have a huge issue with...
Here comes the truth.
Here comes the truth. The whole subservience. And that's what I feel
Jiminy
like.
Christmas. I'm not buying you a maid outfit. Gee, a nursing outfit. Come on.
No, it's that. That's what gets me. I don't know. There's a lot of head shaking going on.
What the heck? This is bullshit. Let's just call it what it is. I think this is
okay.
It's okay one way, but not the other way.
What do you mean it's okay one way?
You just bought me some underwear. That's okay.
It's not any different in terms of, oh my gosh. I don't know.
Let's go. People want to know now. I think they're on my side.
No, I don't think so. It's not. It's comfortable. It's like underwear you wear every day.
I can get you something comfortable.
You don't ever have to. You're a white man. You never have to.
True.
You never feel in less than other people. The whole society.
That is such bullshit. Why? Because you say it? Because everything we read on the news about the white man and they have everything? You think white men don't feel less than?
No.
That is ridiculous.
I'm not expecting you to dress up in a certain way, I guess.
Nor am I.
I know. That's why there'll be no lingerie in our lives.
Expect. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Well, it's got to be an expectation. It can't be anything other than that.
What do you mean?
Well, you said expect. I don't expect you. But sometimes we do things for others that we both do that for each other.
I get it. I just think for me, like this, the body image, the whole is so tied to how I feel about myself that I want to feel in control of it. I don't want somebody else to be in control of that. And
but you're okay being naked.
Yeah.
But put some clothes on and that is something that makes no sense. I'm sorry.
I
don't think you've thought this through all the way.
I have.
I think you're stuck.
There are clothes that I put on that make me feel a certain way.
Okay, I agree with this. Yes, so same with me. Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
I don't want to wear those clothes. I don't want to wear
It has
clothes.
nothing. Does it have anything to do with cancer?
I don't know. I mean, at this point in the game, I'm not sure I can distinguish life with cancer and life without cancer. Would it have? I was 26, right? So
right.
I don't know if that is something I can really answer.
Okay. I don't think it does.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
I would agree with that. I think if I hadn't had cancer, I would probably still be fighting some of the same fights.
Right.
So.
Okay. Just gotta go naked. That's where we're at.
Whoa, this took a...
Yeah, what were we talking about?
February 14th. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I feel like we should put a warning at the beginning of this episode saying if you don't want to talk about lingerie. Yeah.
We've talked about much more than that.
Yeah, no, I know. I think.
So do you have a similar opinion of like Sweetest Day and the other days that are out there? I don't know what the other Hallmark holidays are, but that's one too.
Yeah, Sweetest Day. I don't know. Sweetest Day is like smack dab in the middle of like football season and close to Sydney's birthday and things like that. It goes flying by and we don't even notice it really.
Right. This is much more of a national.
I don't know that
the
other one evokes the feelings of like that sometimes people have to deal with the way Valentine's Day does. I feel like Valentine's Day brings along the negative feelings in whatever respect that, it's much more prominent.
I mean, my biggest thing is I think it taunts people who want to be in a relationship who aren't.
I agree. And also just there's such a level of one-uppedness too. Like, oh yeah. Yeah, you got flowers, you got this, you got that. Like it's so out of control the amount of money that gets spent and even just like silly things like chocolate. I don't like chocolate. Like I don't want chocolate.
That took me 20 years, 25 years.
Like, oh, thanks for the chocolate.
You spent 15 years really not telling me that.
Thank you, Sydney, for letting Dad know that I don't like chocolate. He heard you.
You do eat chocolate.
Certain things.
Yes, I know this.
Yeah. The less chocolatey, the better. Yeah, so it's just all of those things. I don't want women to feel like their partner, if they're in a relationship, is expecting something from them because today is February 14th, I don't know. It's all of those things.
What about Mother's Day?
What about it?
Same feelings? Hallmark holiday.
Different feelings about Mother's Day. I'm okay with, I don't know.
But you are.
No, I would be okay with not celebrating Mother's Day. I would be.
Need to fact check that one. I don't think you would be.
I would be.
No, if your kids didn't talk to you that day.
I was just going to say, I'm pretty sure last year.
Okay, our kids suck sometimes, but...
it's not something that I harbor. It's not, I'm very much, I think one of the things that Valentine's Day is February 14th. You celebrate it, whether it's a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, it always gets celebrated, that kind of stuff. I don't feel like it's very easy to get past it, like throughout the day, whereas other days I feel like you can kind of divert. And
is it part of it like the schools latched onto it too?
Oh, I forgot all about. Yeah, true. I mean,
it's in schools. It's less in the older schools, but like elementary, holy moly, it's a whole day, right? And is that fostering this? I mean, is it a holiday, honestly, that should go away? Or is it, are people listening to this just going, Jesus, talk about haters. My gosh. Celebrate a day.
Yeah, I think it is fun. It brings fun to life to kind of celebrate different things, right? But I don't know. I feel like you can make your own fun with different, like what you want to celebrate. I think it can be really stressful too.
Mm-hmm. It's not stressful for us.
No, the easy thing is, I agree with that. But,
This is a good one.
I don't feel like, I don't know if we got all the way through what I was planning on.
What were you planning? Because you don't tell me this. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
I think, I mean, again, for me, I just, going back to all of the body image type of things, I think that was probably what I wanted to talk about the most. I think we can make it funny, but I also feel like it does bring on intense feelings of shame, guilt, not enoughness. You know what I mean?
Do you think that is, I don't, you wouldn't know this, but is that people in or out of relationships, or does it not matter? It has nothing to really do with the relationship. It's all self-image? I don't know.
I think it's self-image.
Okay.
I can't
Perception
completely answer that.
Yeah,
You know, I
right.
mean, and you've always been somebody who has helped me build up my self-image versus, you know, feeling like it's one more thing that's tearing it apart. So, but I think I mean, when I think about that whole, like, just the greater, I don't know, society, like for women in general, it's just like you can't be too big and you can't be too little. And
Don't you think we're getting better there?
I hope so.
What I view, what I see on TV, what I see in movies, what I see in it, I really honestly think the momentum is not even beginning to swing. It's swung. I think I definitely observe that it's not just the women that are 6 foot tall and weigh 110 pounds and that Barbie type of thing. I
think it's getting better. I think that women are also part of their own demise.
Sure.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of judgment that comes also from women. I mean, I think there's...
Oh, yes. Yes. Huge. That's still there. That's still there in high school for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking with my colleagues a couple of weeks ago and talking about a little girl who was like, I don't know, elementary age, who quit a sport because somebody told her that she was fat. And she just wasn't even, I mean, again, you can be whatever size you should still play, but she wasn't fat. She just wasn't thin, tiny.
Hence the commercial on the Super Bowl yesterday. That trying to break through that body image of especially young girls and no matter what. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. I think for me, myself, I wrestle more with like, I want to be healthy, and I want to be happy with my body, but that doesn't mean, it's kind of that balance of, doesn't mean that I'm not going to carry a couple extra pounds or whatever. And if I look at my family, I mean, my mom, my daughter, and our bodies are very similar. There's a few, you know what I mean? There's a little bit of a weight range, but within that, I'm like, it's all fine. And so being proud of that, I guess, is the thing. But
that's the challenge.
That's the challenge.
That's the challenge. And you gotta, from an advice perspective, I tell people, throw away your scale, buy a huge mirror.
Yeah.
Because the mirror's not going to lie to you. And if you want to judge, lose it, have I lost weight? Well, every day getting yourself on a scale, we've had this conversation, can just mess with your brain.
Yeah.
But if you stand in front of a mirror, a full-length mirror once a week, A, you're observing your body for changes, which is always a good thing. And B, it's not that we have to go, perfect.
Right.
That's not the thing. And I joke with the kids in school, I want to go, versus,
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Yeah.
It's not, I go, okay. I'm never going to be, perfect, but yes, I nailed it. None of us are, I don't think.
Yeah.
And I don't have a goal of that. I have a goal of, I don't want to be disgusted by myself, and I'm not talking about disgusted in a way of, oh my gosh, it's disgusted in I know I have not kept up with my end of the bargain of health, of just my personal health. If I'm way overweight or those kind of things, I haven't done what I need to do. My end of the bargain of keeping a strong immune system and doing that, I know goes hand in hand with, weight. Mm-hmm. And I just want to look and go, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, hopefully that's coming across to my students of, that you don't have to be this typical whatever, but the mirror doesn't lie. Get a mirror. That's my opinion, but scales destroy people.
Yeah, I've had to...
Except for you.
I think scales are pretty good for me,
They
actually.
are. No, you are different than most people, seriously.
Yeah, I realized, too, like, my weight is going to vary 3 to 4 pounds quite often. Mm-hmm. So I have learned not to, like...
Which causes some people to quit what they're doing.
For sure, I get that.
Yeah.
I've also... The other thing I've kind of come to terms with is, like, sizes. Like, I don't know why we do women's sizes in this crazy, whatever, 6, 8, 10, 12, right? You guys do waist size in pants, like, that's what the inches are, the inches. So, like, while I'm a size size 8 in something, I'm a size 12 in something else. Well, people are like, well, I mean, it messes with your brain.
Do they do that just to make you guys come in person and shop?
No, I don't think.
I don't understand girls' stuff at all.
I don't think so. I think it's just one of those things that, like, the sizes are supposed to be sort of the same, but they're
uniform.
not. And also just learning that, like, jeans have gotten a little stretchier over time and things. Like, some of them, I realize I have a couple pairs of the same brand of jean. I can wear them in 2 or 3 different sizes, and they all fit. Like...
Interesting. Wow.
You know what I mean? So I just go...
So wait, girls' jeans aren't... It's not a waist size?
No.
Oh,
I mean, sometimes there's a waist size attached to them.
Okay.
Also, but no. Like, again,
Yeah, there's a lot of history there too, I'm sure.
I know. It's just... It's craziness.
Mm-hmm.
And I think dealing with all of that, And again, just tying it back into February 14th. What if that's a day that you just don't really feel that good about yourself? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, I don't know. The pressure is real, I think. But,
yeah.
I just got to keep working on it. So, all right.
I'm going to yell at anybody in my class that says Valentine's Day this year. Not going to happen. We're the Grinch of Valentine's Day.
I like it.
Okay.
I'm willing to own that. So
we definitely think the holiday could be better. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, let's change it.
It's not a holiday. I shouldn't have called it a holiday.
Let's change it into like Love Yourself Day.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
There's a change.
I
think that would be a positive change.
I do too.
Yeah.
Like, we have Earth Day, like love the earth. Like, let's change Valentine's Day to Love Yourself Day.
Okay.
So, why not?
Why not?
All right. Woo!
That was a good one.
Have a great week.
If you're still listening, have a great day.
See ya.